from now all the way until February.
Now there's a big prize pool at the end of this tournament. What have you thought about doing if you won it all with that money?
Just invest, spend a lot on my family, try to buy a new house, probably, not go too crazy. Like I'm big on like not spending too much crazy money, but it's a lot of money. It's like changing time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Denver Nuggets. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Lakers. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, the Denver Nuggets, 10 games behind.
And, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days, playing ball at mid-major Lehigh University. He said, we had solid players, but we also had guys who'd become doctors, lawyers, working on Wall Street. I liked it that way because I worked my way up. When you come from a small school, you appreciate it that much more. Kevin?
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Williams, Gordon out there with Gallinari. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Lakers, they've got Tobias Harris, Paul out there with Thompson. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Valanciunas in at the center. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Minnesota. Harris outside. Paul finds Harris. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and the basket by Harris.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
And it's Vucevic missing. And it's Paul with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Butler. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Paul. Goes back up. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
The drive by Gordon. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Butler against Gordon. Over Butler. And the basket by Gordon.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And here is Williams after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Floats one, and Paul pulls it down. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Lakers. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Williams, that's good.
Boy, the quick first step of Williams gets him in position for the teardrop.
The Lakers trail. Paul, right side, outside Butler. Paul, outside. The three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McCollum, no good. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it out to Paul. Butler against McCollum. Butler passes to Paul. McCollum against Butler. Thompson outside. Gallinari with the steal. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Inside, here's Harris. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Williams. 8 points his last outing. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Clock at 6. McCollum kicks to Vucevic.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
To the paint, here's Harris. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Williams against Paul. Williams passes to McCollum. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got 7 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Paul against Williams. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Harris dishes to Thompson. Back to Harris. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Vucevic. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
That free throw good from Butler.
You know, Butler came into the NBA a tad under the radar. I mean, he was the last pick of the first round back in 2011. Didn't play much at first, but once he got his opportunity, his career took off and took off fast.
Both good from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Bounce pass from Williams. And Vucevic kicks to McCollum. Pass to Williams. There's the 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Lakers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Gordon. He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Williams against Paul. And the shot goes in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
To the inside, Vucevic, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Man, that's just an example and display of strength from Vucevic. I mean, just overpowering whoever's in his path.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for the Lakers. Nancy's checked in for Tobias Harris. Wiggins comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Paul. Denver also making some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Gallinari. Ennis comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Lou Williams. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, you know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 22-point game against Milwaukee.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Dunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Now, here's Rubio, following the miss by Chris Dunn. Rubio, the pass to Butler, 6 feet out, and it's good off the glass. Butler's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I tell you what, he's not going to give in to the defense. Butler really is ferocious. Great job finishing off these tough shots.
Now here's McCollum. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right side, Butler. Over Ennis. And it's Butler missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Dunn, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Lets it go with a 3. Nance, no good. Now here's Ennis, covered by Wiggins. Ennis kicks to Vucevic. Back to Patterson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. The 3 from McCollum. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Lakers. Wiggins passes to Valanciunas. Back to Wiggins. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's a nice play. Under duress, Wiggins staying aggressive, sinks the contested shot.
Rubio against Dunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Ricky Rubio picks one up. First trip to the line for him here.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. his percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And the first one drops.
You know, being drafted number 5 overall, Dunn's faced a lot of high expectations in his young career. Certainly has the physical tools to meet most of those, and I believe he will.
So he gets them both. Now Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Nance outside. And the pass to Valanciunas. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Ennis has got the ball. And it's done in the corner. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Ennis with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dunn.
See, that's the defense you get with Rubio. At 6'4", with a really high basketball IQ, he finds a way to bother shots.
Here's McDermott. Nance dishes to Valanciunas. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Denver grabs the miss. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And here's Rubio. Patrick Patterson getting it to go from deep moments ago. Rubio, the pass to Valanciunas. Overdone. No good from Valanciunas. Denver leading by 3. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, you've got to like what you see from Dunn. I mean, very aggressive, using that long wingspan to get himself to the rim.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Higgins outside. To halt the run. And Silva pulls it down. Silva's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Rubio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And, you know, it's clear McDermott has practiced this shot thousands of times. Quick trigger.
Here's Dunn. Over Rubio. Dunn misses. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Rubio, the pass to Valanciunas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Valanciunas hits them both. Rubio against Dunn. feeds it to Patterson. 3 seconds left. Misses off the left iron. Tie game in Los Angeles. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And a tremendous offensive analyst, Chris Paul, recently talked about the defensive side.
First and foremost, we just got to do better. And I think the first place where we need to improve is on the defensive end. We've played so many close games this year. It's like we try to make every game interesting.
Spoken like a future head coach, Greg.
And when it comes to closing, CP3 wants to leave nothing to chance.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Chris Dunn is out there with Ennis. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Cheatham in at the 3 spot. Now here's McDermott, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Back to McDermott, 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. 9th in rebounding, 9th in field goal percentage, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
Shooting 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Larry Nance. Valanciunas hits them both. The Nuggets shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Cheatham, covered by Wiggins. Launches a 3. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Wiggins. Doesn't go that time.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Done. And Patterson kicks to Ennis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Thompson. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
The first free throw is good. Harris is checked in for the Lakers. Chris Paul comes in for Ricky Rubio. And Ennis drops them both. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Paul looking around. Misses the three. Nuggets trail, and now the Nuggets fast break. Now here's Ennis. Pass to Williams. And here's Gallinari. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Down low. Silva's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Thompson for three. Denver grabs the miss. Silva's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ennis with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. Vucevic, he's checked in for Denver. McCollum comes in for Ennis. To the middle. Here's McCollum. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
They throw good.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And it's tied up with that one. And here is Los Angeles now. Paul outside. McDermott with it. He's against Gordon. And the wide open shot from Paul. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Stolen by Thompson. Kicks to Paul. Back to Thompson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. Butler, he's checked in for the Lakers.
What's up?
That free throw good from Thompson. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. McCollum passes to Gordon. Kept alive. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Pass to Thompson. Thompson is double. Stolen by McCollum. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Thompson with the bucket.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
McCollum finds Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And the first one at the line is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Larry Nance is checked in for Doug McDermott. And Williams drops them both.
Well, he's an outstanding free throw percentage shooter. I mean, for his career, one of the best is Williams.
Paul dishes to Butler. Passes to Thompson. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Paul. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level too.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
There's Gordon with the 3, but they'll get another chance. Vucevic. Outside Gordon. And another miss by Denver.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here is Harris, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Now Williams, following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Lakers in 5th.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Now here's Nance. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Clock at 4. Butler goes in. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Nuggets trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Thompson for 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the Nuggets.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 10th in assists. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Now, here is Gallinari. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Lou Williams. Los Angeles leading by 7. Butler deciding where to go with it. The feed to Nance. Thompson outside from the top of the key. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
Shoots a fader, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Paul. Thompson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
That's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Outside Williams. Gallinari outside. Thompson against Dunn. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Dunn's got 6 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Williams kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Gallinari. Some solid defense from Harris.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside Butler. The pass to Nance. Over Williams. Nance, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. Williams passes to Dunn. Here's Vucevic. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Harris. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the Lakers with another miss.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Dunn against Thompson. Pass to Williams. Back to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 5. Paul outside. Pass to Butler. Kicks it out to Paul. Off target from three-point range.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Gordon up on top. Passes it to Vucevic. Over in the corner, Williams. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Danilo Gallinari.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Denver calls timeout. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And the Lakers with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nance. Wiggins comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Paul. Now, here's Dunn. He has 6. Here's Ennis. Back to Patterson from outside the arc. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Rubio left side. Now the pass to Valanciunas. Over Dunn. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets trail. 18 feet out. The putback. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Rubio. To the inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Dunn passes to Patterson. Here's Cheatham. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Los Angeles leading by 4. Rubio the pass to Wiggins. Harris, right side. Makes it off the glass. Harris has got 8 points.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Here's Cheatham. Dunn outside. Pass to Patterson. Over Valanciunas. Off the left rim and out.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dunn against Rubio. Dunn looking over the floor to the paint to end the run. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Patterson.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports halftime program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
We've seen Klay Thompson go off. Incredible form on the jumper, the quick release. Doesn't need to dominate the ball to get his points.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Jimmy Butler is out there with Harris. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here is Paul. Passes it to Butler. Five on the clock. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Vucevic.
Man, what strength from Butler. Refuses to be tied down or held down. Excellent concentration on the and one.
The Nuggets trail by 10. McCollum outside. Williams against Paul. Williams passes to Vucevic. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's Vucevic missing. Lakers leading by 12. Thompson inside the line. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Williams kicks to Gordon. Trying to find Gallinari and gets it to him. 6 on the shot clock. And then Gordon with the dunk.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now here's Paul. Down low. Here's Butler. Kicks it out to Paul. And stolen by Williams. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. There's Gordon with the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Paul passes to Butler. The pass to Valanciunas. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. That one good for 2.
Tell you what, that mid-range game from Chris Paul, he's really an assassin from there. You can see less and less of that shot in this day and age, but CP has got the green light to shoot it.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 11. Some solid defense from Harris.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And that one's good by Butler.
Doesn't get much smoother than that in the pick and roll. Butler really creative in these situations, and he's hard to guard.
Knocked loose. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 13 points.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Gordon against Butler. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gordon. They get it again. Second chance shot. Vucevic dishes to Gallinari.
Consistent at looking to score. Gallinari knows how to put pressure on defenders and earn that call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
The first free throw is good.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
And the Lakers making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Pass to Butler. Low block shot on the way. Misses from close range.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Gallinari passes to Vucevic. Over Thompson. The Nuggets with another miss.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Klay Thompson is second.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Pass to Gallinari. Williams looking around. And taken away by Paul. Floats it up for Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction, and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
Now here's McCollum. 11 points in the game. Williams kicks to McCollum. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Denver needs to get off a shot. Gordon for 3. Here's Gallinari. Drops in the layup for 2. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Passes to McDermott. Tipped away. Taken away by Williams. A floater, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gallinari. No good on the shot, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And it's Paul missing.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Butler.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also done a lot of good work in the post tonight. That's certainly been an advantage as well.
Free throw, good Butler. And some changes here for the Lakers. Larry Nance has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Paul. Good on both. Now McCollum, he's got 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Denver calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And checking out the stats for Butler. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Los Angeles with another miss. Denver's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. With the floater, and McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got 13.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
The drive by Rubio. McCollum against Wiggins. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. Rubio's got his first basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's McCollum, 13 points in the game. With the teardrop, got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Patterson can't get it to go.